Hey guys, my name is Cass Agnew from You Want Pizzazz. Today I'm going to be teaching you a quick color grading tutorial for beginners. So if you have no idea how to color grade, this is a great place to start on Adobe Premiere Pro. As you can see, I imported 4 clips on the timeline, and these are the clips that I'm going to be color grading today just to show you. So I'm just going to play them for you right now. As you can see, these clips are very discolored. The reason that cameras film with RAW is that it gives you more options later when you're color grading. So the first thing you need to open up is Lumetri Scopes. You can open it by hitting Window, and then Lumetri Color and Lumetri Scopes. Just make sure those two are open. And the first thing we're going to start off with is Waveform Luma. So make sure that is selected. And then under Waveform Type, make sure that Luma is selected. So here is the Luma scale. You want the highest point, which is the whites, to be at about 100, and you want the lowest points, which is the blacks, at about 0. And you can control this over here underneath curves. So in order to lift up the whites, you click this end here and then you just lift it up. So you can also eyeball this, but roughly you want it to be around 100, so I think this is good. And then down here you can control the blacks. So you just pull that down to about 0. Again, do this according to preference. So I am happy with about right here. So we got the lighting down pat. Now we want to do the colors. So you can go under Parade. We can just close off Waveform Luma. And this is the red color, this is the green color, and this is the blue color. You can control this over here underneath curves. We're going to start with the reds. And again, we want, the high end to be at about 100 and the low end to be at about 0. So this is what we have so far. You can see what it looked like before by clicking this box right here. So this is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. So major difference. Now if you want to open the creative box right here, you can edit the sharpness, vibrance, saturation. Sometimes I like to boost up the vibrance so the colors show more. And you just kind of fiddle around with it. And I just like to eyeball it and see what fits best with my eye. Alright, we're going to move on to the next clip. So that's the CN Tower. So we're going to just do the same thing. Let's start with the Waveform Luma. Take off the Parade. And we'll just bring up the whites right here. I'm happy with it around here. And then bring down the blacks. Now let's move on to the color. In order to get a very even color, you want all 3 colors, red, green, and blue, to be even, because if one overpowers the other, you can definitely see that. You can also bring up the sharpness if you want to just give it a bit of a more of a sharp effect. This is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. Okay, moving on to the third clip. Again, we're just going to start with the Luma. Just pump up the brightness. I'm just kind of eyeballing it at this point, because after a while, you can just tell what's too bright and what's not too bright. Maybe just bring down the green a little bit. Happy with that. Maybe I want to just bring down black a little bit more and then brighten it up. Okay, and I'm just going to boost vibrance a little bit. Okay, this is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. Okay, finally we're going to do the sugar and spice sign. So again, we'll start with the Luma. Bring up the white. About here, looks good. I just pump up the saturation so the pink and the blue really stand out. Alright, yeah, that looks nice. And yeah, so as you can see, there's not one way to do this. It really is just using the tools and eyeballing it to a place where you're happy with it. So this is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. So the cool thing is that you can actually export your own LUTs. If you create a look that you're happy with, you can actually save this look and apply it to future clips, which is cool. So I'm just going to throw some clips onto this clip right here. Okay. Maybe I'll just mess around with the color wheel a little bit. Give it a red tint, why not? Okay, so let's say this is my look and I want to keep it and use it for the future. So what I have to do is click right here beside Lumetri Color and click Export Cube. I'm just going to call this red tint look and save it right on my desktop. Now that it's saved on my desktop, I can recall it and use it for future projects. So if I remove this look and I go back to Creative, I can click Custom, Red Tint Look, Open, and it's back again. This is the same look that I saved, and I can bring it back and use it for future use, which is cool. So that was my basic color correction tutorial. I hope it helped. If you want to follow more videos, please subscribe to the You Want Pizzazz channel. Thank you so much.